So that is a heavy subwoofer, remote control and accessories pack. Soundbars in there somewhere. Let's a quick look at the soundbar. That is the subwoofer from underneath. Look there, nice big woofers on the subwoofer. One will be active, one will be passive. Just quickly looking at the back of it there, you can see we've got the link light, so that should turn solid blue when it's connected to the soundbar. Standby light will be red when you turn the soundbar off. This will turn off with it. ID set is if it loses its pairing, you can repair it using that button, and that's your AC or mains in. And those two woofers there, and also underneath we've got some rubber pads there so it won't slip about marked surfaces, and it should help with vibrations on wooden floors. Remote control and accessories pack. Two figure 8 mains leads, approximately 1.5 meters each, both with a right angled connection to the devices, so one for the soundbar, one for the subwoofer. Get your free 60-day trial today, Roon, so stream music for free for 60 days. Some pads there for the bottom of the bar, and I think that's if you elevate it slightly you can put them pads underneath it. Some brief instructions and a bit of info about the Samsung SmartThings app that you can use with it, stream music and all that business. This is the wall mount kit I'll have a brief look at, and I'll put a link up there again and promote my own material. How to wall mount a soundbar, it goes through this in depth with a demo, how to measure, use the template and so on, but I'll just explain briefly what you get in the pack. Okay, you've got two of these metal brackets, two discs, so with the appropriate fixings you attach these to the wall using the template. Template's got a centre line marked on it, mark where you want the centre of your soundbar, generally central to the TV, and then it will give you where the top of the soundbar is going to be. Fold it out, it will tell you where to put these two plastic discs. They attach to the wall, then this bracket drops onto it. The soundbar sits across it like a shelf for the soundbar. Then you've got two small M4 screws that come through the bottom here and secure the soundbar so it can't fall off. Cool. AAA batteries for the remote and the remote itself. Looking at the remote close up, power on off at the top, source or input button, Bluetooth pairing button so you can pair your phone and things to it and cast your music, stream your music to it. Press play, pause, you can fast forward and rewind there. Mute button, sound mode button, so press the sound mode each time and it will cycle through different sound modes. I for info button, volume rocks up and down, and then you can increase and decrease the subwoofer rocking that button backwards and forwards. Got channel level there so you can alter the individual channels. Settings cog, you can go into the settings, adjust your lip sync and so on. Tone control, you can adjust the treble and the bass. Flip it over, bit of pressure on there. AAA batteries into the back. Looking closely at the soundbar, I don't know how visible those upward firing speakers are through the grille. You've got some touch controls there for your source, Bluetooth pairing, volume up and down as well. That is it from the front, and I can almost see speakers there. I know they are there, but you can almost see them through the grille. And then looking at it underneath, you can see connections running down there. I'll get close up of. Our brackets will attach to those 2 points there with our M4 screws to secure it. Little rubber pads there, stop it marking any surfaces and slipping around. Service socket, although you probably do that through Wi-Fi nowadays, and your AC in. Nothing to show on the back of it. And on the sides of it, it has got sideways firing speakers in that grille as well. And then we can just see the connections there. So you've got HDMI Enhanced Audio Return Channel, or EARC, HDMI loop through, digital optical audio in. So on the HDMI EARC. You have one HDMI cable going to the ARC socket or EARC socket on the TV, so that's the only connection you need to the TV. You can also do Wi-Fi, but if you do it that way, turn the TV on, it will turn the soundbar on. Do the volume on the TV using your TV remote, it will control the soundbar, so you don't need to use the soundbar remote. You can do it all from one remote. Turn the TV off, it will turn the soundbar off. Onto the dimensions. So width in total 111 centimeters or 43 3/4 inches. Depth 12 centimeters or 4 5/8 of an inch. Height wise, whatever it stood on, 6 centimeters or 2 3/8 of an inch. Cube shaped subwoofer. That is 25 centimeters in width or 9 7/8 of an inch. Depth, same again, 25 centimeters, 9 7/8 of an inch. And the height of it is the same again, 25 centimeters or 9 7/8 of an inch. So it is actually a cube and it looks like one. Just a comparison. That is a 990 behind it. So just a quick comparison, 990 there, and that is the Q800 in front of it. So bit of a difference in size. That one probably more suited to a 65. You can go on a 55, but then only slightly wider. That one's probably more suited for the 55-inch width, but does it matter if the soundbar's wider than the TV? Probably not. I've turned the soundbar upside down to put the connections in. I'll just zoom in. We've got those connections there. This HDMI is connected to EARC on the TV. That's the only connection to the TV. All I do, plug it into that socket, and that's that done. And on the other end of the soundbar, figure 8 mains lead into the AC in. We've got a nice convenient channel there to tuck the cable into, so it sits down flat when I turn it over. Turn the TV on for the first time with the soundbar connected.
One interesting sidebar to this, the French news agency, the AFP, put out an advisory message today saying that their reporters in Gaza cannot file stories in the way that they usually do.
It's come up with a Q Symphony setup, so it's using the TV speakers in conjunction with the bar. I'm actually going to turn that off though.
Society in Gaza reserves gone. Now, Israel, their new distribution network, but clearly they're not getting to the people, and clearly there is a massive problem there of hunger.
So for the demo I'm going to do soundbar only, so we'll just hear what the soundbar is like, not with the TV speakers as well.
But the evidence suggests the opposite.
Shut my mouth and turn up the sound so we can hear some TV speech.
The estate of the British tech tycoon Mike Lynch is facing potential bankruptcy following a court case in London. Mr. Lynch died along with his 18-year-old daughter Hannah and 5 other people when his yacht, the Bayesian, sank in a storm off Sicily last August. A High Court judge has ruled that his company, Autonomy, was deliberately overvalued when Mr. Lynch sold it to Hewlett-Packard. Last-minute efforts to avert a strike by resident doctors in England have failed. The action by members of the British Medical Association will begin on Friday after talks between the government and the BMA collapsed. Our health editor Hugh Pym is with me. So does this mean, Hugh, enormous disruption for patients?
Well, something like that, Jane. About a year ago, the last doctor's strike in England, there were 60,000 cancellations of planned treatment and operations and appointments. NHS England say it'll be different this time, with working conditions on the table. Now, no, they didn't think.
Okay, quick Dolby Atmos demo coming up.
They're everywhere.
Well, credit to Ubisoft for this one. It's Star Wars Outlaws official trailer.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire? They're everywhere. But the world here belongs to the syndicates. If I want to survive, I have to play their game. Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
I've been held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Star Wars Outlaws, coming 2024.
We go back to live TV.
In a busy neighborhood, these are the cubs over here that he has bred.
Nice.
There are so many big cats in Punjab.
Anyway,
Officials
so
worry there
impressive
isn't enough
soundbar
space
again.
for zoos to
Q800F
relocate.
for 2025.
The cubs
It's
they
about
rescued
800
earlier,
quid at the
they're
moment
receiving
in the
medical
UK,
checks
but of course
before they're
down
released
towards
into the
Black
main
Friday the price will
Officials
fall,
say soon,
and you'll get when bought with
children.
offers with TVs
As
and
they
so on,
assure
whether it's
BBC
so
News,
many £100
Islam.
off or half price deals.
Now to the football just
But
before we came on
nice
air.
bit of kit. You don't get the rear speakers with this, but I think you can pair rear speakers to it. It is an impressive bar, so if you're not after the full surround, it will do some of the virtual surround, and you've got those upward firing Atmos speakers as well. Nice and crisp dialogue on normal TV for the with the speech and so on. Music, nice smooth bass. It's powerful as well. It will go really loud. Can't turn it up fully because it will distort the microphone. And on the Atmos, nice crisp. How do I describe it? The treble was nice and sharp as well. So it is a decent bar, and they've come a long way. And that is it for now.